Attention world, Burkina Faso's lion has roared. When President Ibrahim Traoré slammed his fist and vowed, "We will annihilate them," to ISIS terrorists, the Sahel shook. This isn't just a speech, it's a war cry that'll ignite Africa, terrify Western capitals, and make Putin lean forward in the Kremlin. Right now, Russian jets are fueling. Wagner mercenaries are sharpening blades. And jihadists? They're counting their final hours. But here's what media won't tell you about Traoré'S endgame. Before we expose Traoré'S secret weapon, if you support sovereign Africa or want ISIS erased from Earth, backhand index pointing right smash subscribe. Backhand index pointing right mash that bell. But because next week we reveal satellite proof of Wagner's hidden Sahel bases. Miss this, and you're blind in the war for civilization's future. The stakes. This is no conflict. This is Extinction Battle 2025. Traoré didn't just declare war, he signed ISIS death warrant with Russian blood ink. 40% of Burkina Faso bleeds under black flags. Villages? Mass graves. Children? Suicide vest factories. And France? They feed like rats. But Traoré'S message is clear. Africa cleans its wounds with fire. Russia's gamble. Forget allies. Putin needs Africa's uranium and gold to strangle NATO. Traoré needs Putin's thermobaric vacuum bombs that liquefy terrorists in their tunnels. It's the deal of the damned. Sources confirm Wagner commanders now direct Burkinabe death squads hunting ISIS emirs. But Moscow's price? Total loyalty. One slip, and Traoré becomes another Prigozhin accident. The Blood Moon Offensive. Mark this. Before October, Traoré launches Operation Black Sand. How do we know? His spies are buying 10,000 desert camels for special forces. Wagner's shipping Iran-made Shahid drones disguised as agricultural equipment. When the Harmattan winds blow dust storms across Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, that's when Traoré'S jackals strike. ISIS won't see them coming until their heads roll in the sand. The West's nightmare. Washington trembles. But if Traoré wins, every French-speaking African nation ditches Paris for Moscow. US bases in Niger? Poof. But if he loses? ISIS turns Burkina Faso into the world's largest terrorist sanctuary, bigger than 2014 Syria. Biden's generals already game-planned B-52 strikes on Ouagadougou. Think we exaggerate? A Pentagon report called the Sahel Tinderbox 0 for WWII. The hourglass turns. Traoré'S secret weapon isn't missiles. It's time. Every day ISIS butchers civilians, more Burkinabe youth join his vengeance brigades. Every French insult fuels his 50,000-strong militia army. But the clock ticks two ways. September rains will flood ISIS hideouts, or trap Traoré'S tanks in mud graves. Putin's patience, Russia's bleeding cash in Ukraine. One bad Sahel raid? Wagner pulls out. Then Traoré stands alone. The untold trap. ISIS wants Traoré to attack. But their new leader, an ex-SAS mercenary nicknamed the Viper, plans to lure Burkinabe troops into minefields, then swarm Russia's weak flank in Chad. Screenshots of Viper's battle plans surfaced on dark web forums last Tuesday. We've got them. And what they reveal will freeze your soul. Subscribe for Operation Black Sand Reveal. Bell icon equals instant alert when we drop the Viper tape. But Traoré'S real value to Putin? It's not uranium. It's cobalt. 64% of the world's cobalt lies under jihadist-controlled soil in Burkina Faso. Your iPhone battery? Your Tesla? Your Pentagon drones? All need Traoré'S dirt. And here's the kill shot. China just offered Traoré $3 billion for exclusive mining rights if he survives 2025. That's why Washington is sweating. That's why France is sabotaging his supply lines. That's why Wagner's advisors are dying mysteriously. This isn't counterterrorism. It's the first battle of World War Cobalt. The August betrayal. Mark August 19th on your doomsday calendar. That's when Mali's junta either stabs Traoré in the back or kneels to him. Our intercepts reveal Bamako's generals are negotiating with ISIS right now. Their offer? Give us Traoré'S head, we give you cobalt mines. But if Mali joins his Sahel alliance? A 100,000-man African legion storms ISIS strongholds with Russian thermobaric hellfire. Either way, blood will flood the Niger River by harvest moon. Traoré'S nuclear option and why Putin fears it. You think Wagner calls the shots? Burkinabe scientists just weaponized something darker, dirty sand bombs. Loaded with radioactive waste from abandoned French mines, these can turn 20 kilometers of ISIS territory into Chernobyl-style dead zones. One sample already vanished from a Ouagadougou lab last Tuesday. Traoré'S science minister was found dead Thursday. Coincidence? Or did the Viper just grab Africa's first radiological WMD? The human shield nightmare. Here's the horror no news channel dares show. ISIS is herding 8,000 children into underground bunkers beneath their desert HQs. They know Traoré won't gas his own people. They know Russian jets can't bomb mud huts hiding SAM missiles. And they know Western cameras will scream, war crimes, if one child dies. This is jihadist genius. Turn Africa's future generation into living sandbags. Why time is bleeding the 72-hour window. Traoré'S drones spotted something terrifying near the Ghana border yesterday. 13 mobile labs on trucks. Inside? Vats of bubbling smallpox-laced sludge. Sources confirm the Viper's endgame. Release it during the August 15th solar festival when 2 million Africans gather to pray. If Traoré doesn't vaporize those trucks in the next 72 hours, we're looking at the deadliest bioterror attack since Tokyo 95. The Pentagon's panic room phones are ringing right now. Fire Traoré's last speech, leaked audio. We risked everything to get this. Listen to his words to Wagner commandos 48 hours ago. Burn their oxygen. Salt their earth. I don't want a single cockroach crawling from that hellhole. If history calls me butcher, I'll wear that crown in hell. Annihilate. Paul. This isn't politics. This is African vengeance incarnate. Stop. If you're not subscribed with bell on, you will miss the Viper's death. We've got his coordinates. We've got satellite live feeds. We've got Traoré'S strike plan. When we drop the Operation Phoenix raid video, YouTube may delete it in 90 minutes. Be ready. Backhand index pointing right subscribe. Backhand index pointing right bell icon equals survival. But because when the raid begins, we stream it raw. No filters. No lies. Just war. But none of this matters if the sleeper agent inside Traoré'S war room triggers the trap. We know his code name. We know his payment was 3,000 Bitcoin from a Cyprus account. And we know he's been whispering to the Viper since the coup. When we expose him tomorrow, civil war explodes in Ouagadougou. Will Traoré execute him live on TV? Will Putin silence him first? The Sahel's fate hangs on one man's screen. Turn on notifications or regret it. Subscribe for Sleeper Agent Reveal. The traitor wears a general's uniform. Bell icon equals instant access to the execution stream. Disclaimer. The content shared on this YouTube channel is entirely fictional and created for educational and entertainment purposes only. The stories about the life of Ibrahim Traoré are imaginative works of fiction and do not represent real events, news reports, or verified facts. These videos are not connected to any official source or news outlet, and viewers should not interpret them as factual representations. Thank you for watching and supporting creative storytelling.